piece today is from a different artist. And then since we're starting a little late, I might cut a few songs so we have enough time outside. But I practice every single day for an hour and a half. Anyone wants an encore, come to my house any day of the week.
You have some of your own?
Yeah, well, all the time, yeah.
Okay, good.
So,
I hear some of your own.
Oh, actually, maybe outside. I will show a preview of a song that I've been writing. And then all this music today I haven't memorized, so there'll be pauses when I flip the pages. I will make some mistakes, but since one of my, I did a part-time job as a piano teacher before. A couple years ago I did a part-time job as a piano teacher. One of my former students is here, so as just a learning lesson, Beethoven said that to play a wrong note is insignificant, it's not important, but to play without passion is unforgivable. I would play with passion, but it might be wrong. student is here, so I have to show off a little bit. Okay. Next piece is Tchaikovsky. This is actually, yeah, I play pretty heavy music, so most of the time, my mom doesn't like that when I play that every day. This piece, though, is a very thoughtful song, actually. I learned this when I was very stressed out in college, and it was always really hot there because I went to Davis. So maybe I should turn the AC off to, simulate that. But this is like when you're like thinking about a lot of things and you have a lot of things in your head. It's like you go to the ocean and you like let it, you just forget about it. So yeah. piece is actually I was gonna say something. So next piece is Scriabin, Opus 8, number 12. Scriabin was actually he had a really good quote. I was gonna say. He even asked my student when I taught her also. When I taught her the Moonlight Sonata, for example. So one of Beethoven's things is he doesn't teach his music to young students because you need like some experience to understand kind of like heavy emotion. And Scriabin had a really good thing. Actually, this guy Horowitz, he was a really famous musician, and he kept playing like in his 80s. Also, he was still amazing technique in his 80s. When he was young, he was originally from Russia, and then he came here because Stalin and stuff. But when he was there, his family was really very well connected, and his uncle introduced him to Scriabin. Scriabin told his mom, "The boy will be a great pianist, but please expose him to politics, literature, art, history, and the theater. Because the boy will be a great pianist, he plays very well, but if he wants to be a great musician, he needs to be a cultured person." So I don't think anyone can say it better than that. So yeah, so this next piece is Scriabin, Opus 8, number 12. I'm on the second to last piece now. So this is the second to last piece. This is by Hiromi. In my opinion, so she's a jazz pianist. In my opinion, she's the closest musician to this style of musician from the past, like the greats like Beethoven and Bach and stuff, because she has a strong understanding of like music and the theory and improvisation and everything. And actually, I got lucky. So I remember I recently graduated from my master's, so I'm still a student. So I went to her concert and I bought the cheapest tickets. So this CD actually cost almost as much as my ticket. But actually, I was thinking about this for a while. I was thinking if I can talk to like one of the musicians I want to talk to, like I have this like question, and I've been studying music theory to try to write music also. But then sometimes when I look at her like sheets and I try to study how she writes, I don't understand like the music. So I paid like the $17 and then I got her autograph. but it gave me the opportunity to ask her a question. So I asked her that. I just asked her like, I studied a lot of music theory. I played many years. I'm classically trained, but I still don't understand like how to think about the music, and I don't understand the notes sometimes you put. And basically what she told me is you have to. The most important thing is your ear. Like no matter what the theory is, and no matter what the notes on the page are, and how many notes there are or whatever, it doesn't matter. All that matters is you listen to it. So if it sounds right, that's it. And so yeah, I think that I couldn't have said it better than that also. But yeah. So, okay. to have ever lived, but in my opinion, also the greatest person. He's not as a genius as Bach, and he doesn't know the piano as well as Chopin. But he understood, what music is, and actually his music theory is worse than Hiromi. But he understood, what music is, and he basically conquered music because he was the master of sound. And if you think about it, it doesn't matter how fast you play or how complicated the song is, music is just sound. So yeah, okay. I think I'm taking too long, maybe. Okay, I will start. So actually, I have to read this. So this is a student, Czerny. Czerny is also very good. I actually have a few books by Czerny. And my piano student knows Czerny because I made her do exercises every day for Czerny. But this is what Czerny said that Beethoven said about this piece. So, Beethoven himself considered this as his greatest sonata up to the period he had composed. And certainly it is even now to be regarded as the most complete development of a powerful with colossal idea. The same physical, mental powers which the player has to develop in the performance of most of the sonatas previously mentioned must be here displayed in a twofold degree in order worthily and with full effect to unfold the beauties of the noble musical picture. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, so this is the Appassionata, and I'm only going to be playing the third movements. Yeah. This one is, like Beethoven said, a wrong note is not important. So, this one is hard. He didn't write, for comfortable finger movements, so yeah, it's hard.